guys, welcome back to the channel. Energy to be back again with another video. Match reaction time. It's going to be late. I apologize for that. I had other things to do. I was too tired yesterday, but today here it is. It's good for the people watching the past videos. Anyway, here it is. Manchester City won, Brighton won, and Chelsea and City won one. So this is not a good sign for the title race. I don't see us doing nothing this year. And to keep on going this way. Now we did sign Semenyo from Bournemouth. I don't know why he wasn't signed from the beginning of the season. 'Cause that probably would have been really helped us, and we wouldn't be in this position right now. But yeah, he's coming, but it may be too late because Arsenal's not dropping any games. Because I know today they're gonna win. They're gonna beat Liverpool. There's no question about that. Liverpool is weak. They're weak under that manager. It's not like the Jurgen Klopp Liverpool. So definitely, I'm not. That game's almost over. The last I've heard, as I'm recording this right now, was 0-0, 0-0. But I know they probably won that game by now. Once this video's done. But yeah, but definitely, Joku looked like a mess yesterday. He was dancing around and losing the ball like an amateur. I guess that injury really put him off his game 'cause he looked terrible. The worst he's looked all season. He looked like his first season again when we first got him, brought him in. And Haaland looked terrible. He was missing. He's been off his game. He did score that penalty, but it was still not enough. He needed to score an open play too. Cherki should have had that, and but he threw it all the way up to the sky, all the way into the stands. And scary thing after we lost Ruben Diaz and Joshua Guardiola and those injuries, but Ruben Diaz is going to be back a lot sooner than Joshua Guardiola. And Stones is never there. That's why they need to get rid of Stones. Even though he's a legend, he's been there a long time, they got to get rid of him because they need someone, more into the team that's going to be able to come in and be used all the time. But definitely, this team looked terrible yesterday. Definitely, that Max had to play some academy kid. So he was pretty mediocre, but he did okay for his first game, actually. So he said he had good stats, but Kuzmanov did really good in that position, and that's exactly what I expected from him. But it was not good enough because they were not defending good enough because he didn't start. Because we're still missing out well, eight Nuri and because some people pronounce it different his name and Omar Mamouche, but they probably wouldn't have been playing. But he could have subbed them on, and that would have made a difference because he started Aki at left back, which is terrible. I know he has to rest him. We don't have that backup, so that's why he has to do that. But no, it was terrible yesterday. These last three games, they have been shit. City has not been themselves. Since this year started, they have been screwing up. They look like they're not going to do nothing. They have to make change now, or nothing's going to change. This menu guy could make the change they need, but coming in mid-season and just getting thrown in, and that really didn't work out last time. They thought that was going to help. It helped a bit, but it didn't get us nowhere again. And I don't like that because you see, before the past team when they won, they never got mid-season guys in there. Usually someone will come out. But uh, definitely they looked terrible. First half, City was trying a little bit, but they were having a really hard time getting in again. Really hard time. But Doku looked really off his game. Really off his game. And Foden has not been looking himself again. He looks like last season again. He looks like last season. Haaland definitely has been not on his game these last games either because he has done nothing. I don't think he scored since West Ham. So that's been pretty bad. But definitely not the team. Not the team. This is not the way they need to be playing. They need to be playing attacking like how they were before, and definitely I know they're affected by those injuries at the back with Ruben Diaz and Joshua Guardiola out, but they still needed. That's why they needed someone better than Stones to come in for that position. Then they wouldn't be struggling as much. The Stones was good. Uninjured Stones, he was great, but no, he's not there. There's rumors they're gonna go after Mark Leahy, but mid-season kind of stinks. But they would probably have to bring him in. But it was too late. They dropped too many games. Arsenal's not dropping. Arsenal is not dropping. They're probably gonna win every game to the end of the season. And some people are saying, "Oh, it's too early," and then that Luke guy, be positive, whatever. But now he's saying the truth that they win. That's fine. Yeah, it's theirs to lose and all that. 'Cause City's doing terrible. Definitely, this was not enough. Definitely not good enough. And definitely, those players being out of AFCON really affected is maybe he could have thrown them in and changed it up a little bit. Even Sutherland would have changed it because that Alpnery was really good, but we never got to see him since he had that injury. And then Omar Mamouche, he was decent, but he wasn't getting put in afterwards because Doku was starting over him, Doku was doing good in the beginning of the season, very good. But at this last game, no. Semenyo, once Semenyo is available in the team, you better start over Doku every game. Because I did not want to see him in the Premier League or Champions League games for a long time. And the way he performed yesterday, no, that is fucking unacceptable. That was a piss poor performance. There's been a miserable 3 games. I know there's not much, but the title race it is. And for other trophies, they don't have a big chance because Arsenal's still in the Carabao Cup, and there's a big chance that we reach them in the final. We're not beating Arsenal in the final, no way. And if they make it to the final. But in the Champions League, there's no way we're winning it. No, we're not the quality we used to be. This team's kind of new, throwing around. They're not doing nothing. They're very inconsistent. They were fine getting some consistency, but no, they started to drop. Pep was already overthinking stuff, making mistakes, injuries are ruining the squad. So, and then Pep's little problem with that they didn't need such a big squad, this and that. They did. Because look, injuries come, you have nobody. So I don't know what's gonna happen these next games. Ever since that game against Sunderland, I was worried. Right? I had a feeling this shit would happen. I really did. But anyway, thanks for watching. Not such a positive note so far. The only positive news has been Antoine Semenyo signing for City. Hopefully you're all having a good day. Take care. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Peace.